Hello everyone. In this video I am going to explain about a Tebbe olefination, which is generally used for the preparation of olefins. So this Tebbe olefination is conversion of carbonyl compounds into corresponding exoolefins by using Tebbe's reagent, or we can say that it is one carbon homologation or methylation of carbonyl compounds using Tebbe's reagent. So here we get an olefin, and when we compare the number of carbon atoms, then in the product there is one carbon atom more with respect to starting material. And these carbonyl compounds can be aldehydes, ketones, esters, amides. So there are variety of methods for preparation of olefins. For example, Peterson olefination, Wittig reaction. So what is Tebbe's reagent? So this reagent is prepared by reaction of titanosine dichloride with two equivalents of trimethyl aluminium to generate methylene bridged titanium aluminium complex, and this is that complex. These are the two ways of writing the complex. Titanosine dichloride is actually a sandwich compound which on treatment with first molecule of trimethyl aluminium, coordination type of reaction takes place, followed by alpha hydride elimination, and then it is treated with second molecules of trimethyl aluminium to generate corresponding bridged compound, which is called as Tebbe's reagent. So this CP stands for cyclopentadienyl molecule. Okay, so these are the two ways of writing Tebbe's reagent. Now this is the general reaction where we have a carbonyl compound which can be either aldehyde, ketone, ester or amide, and that is treated with Tebbe's reagent. What you have to do is you just, instead of this carbonyl compound, you write carbon carbon double bond, you will get corresponding olefin and along with the byproducts. So this is the general reaction. Here in the product you can see one carbon atom is more with respect to starting material. So C double bond O is converted into C double bond C and we get our olefin. Now to carry out Tebbe's reaction we need a Lewis base, and most of the time this Lewis base is either pyridine or dimethylaminopyridine, which is abbreviated as DMAP. So these two bases can be used. And why do we need to use Lewis bases? So this base is utilized to generate an intermediate which is called as titanosine methylidine, whose formula is Cp twice Ti double bond CH2. Now how do we get this intermediate? Base actually attacks on electropositive aluminium of Tebbe's reagent, and that helps in generation of this intermediate called as titanosine methylidine. Now this intermediate is actually similar to Wittig reagent, but there is a slight difference that titanosine methylidine is more nucleophilic in nature and less basic when we compare with Wittig reagent, or in other words we can say that Wittig reagent is less nucleophilic and more basic than titanosine methylidine. So this is the first difference between Tebbe's reagent and Wittig reagent. Another important difference is that Wittig reaction is used only for aldehydes and ketones. It cannot be utilized for esters or amides, or we can say esters and amides do not undergo Wittig reaction, while this Tebbe's reaction can be carried out by using either aldehyde, ketone, esters or amides. And when we see the order of stability in case of Tebbe's reaction, then aldehydes are most reactive, then we have ketones, esters, and amides are least reactive. Okay, so Wittig reaction do not like we cannot carry out Wittig reaction by using esters or amides, but Tebbe's reaction can be can be done or performed by using esters and amides also as the starting material. So here I have given that order which I explained you in previous slide, that order of reactivity is aldehyde is most reactive, then we have ketone, esters, and amides are least reactive. Now, if we have aldehyde, then we get corresponding olefin as the product. So, you just have to convert C double bond O into C double bond C. If we have ketone, same thing, that is we have C double bond C, that is again an olefin. When we have esters, so here we have OR group, so that is why the product which is obtained is called as enol ethers. So, here instead of OR, if I write OH, then that molecule becomes enol. So, this is enol ether. You can see the double bond over here, carbonyl is converted into C double bond C. Similarly, in case of amides, they are converted into corresponding imides. So, in all the cases we get olefins. So, let us discuss the mechanism. We have Tebbe's reagent. First, it is treated with a base which can be either pyridine or DMAP. Base will attack on electropositive aluminium, due to which the bond between this carbon or methylene group and aluminium breaks. These sigma electrons will shift between titanium and carbon to form a double bond, and bond between titanium and chlorine breaks. So, your byproduct will be like AlCl CH3 twice. That will be your byproduct, and we get an intermediate which is titanosine methylidene. So, this intermediate titanosine methylidene can be written in two ways. So, this is the first way, that like we can have titanium and carbon double bond, or titanium is having positive charge and on CH2 we have negative charge. So, these are the two resonating structures for titanosine methylidene, which is the intermediate obtained during Tebbe's reaction. Once titanosine methylidene intermediate has been obtained, now we know that CH2 or methylene group is nucleophilic in nature, and we have carbonyl compound. So, carbonyl carbon is electrophilic in nature or electropositive. So, this nucleophilic carbon of titanosine methylidene will attack on electron deficient carbonyl carbon, and oxygen will acquire negative charge. Once we have this intermediate, then negatively charged oxygen will attack on titanium, because titanium has got tendency to form bond with oxygen. So, a cyclic intermediate is obtained which is known as oxa-titanocyclobutane. So, this first two steps, this is actually 2+2 cycloaddition reaction, where we get a cyclic intermediate. Once this cyclic intermediate has been obtained, then it can undergo retro 2+2 cycloaddition. Remember, first two steps is 2+2 cycloaddition reaction, and second one is retro 2+2 cycloaddition reaction. That means the ring will open up. Now, here again, why this retro 2+2 cycloaddition is taking place? Because again titanium has got tendency to form oxygen. So, here the driving force is double bond formation between titanium and oxygen. So, what will happen? Generally this ring breaks in this fashion. So, we get titanium oxygen double bond, and here we get carbon carbon double bond. So, you will get an olefin and your byproduct. So, this is our final product. I hope you have understood the mechanism. It is similar to Wittig reaction. So, let us discuss the example. Here first example is of ester. Ester is treated with Tebbe's reagent. What you have to do, instead of carbonyl group, you just have to put C double bond C. So, in this product we get enol ether. Okay, we have enol ether. Now, here this carbon atom is actually coming from this methylene group of Tebbe's reagent. So, oxygen is replaced by methylene group of Tebbe's reagent, and we get corresponding enol ether if ester is the starting material. If we have a ketone, then again you will get an olefin. Instead of O, oxygen atom, you have to introduce methylene of Tebbe's reagent, that is CH2 group. You will C double bond O is converted into C double bond C, and we get corresponding olefin. Here is a third example. Now in this example you can see we have ketone as well as an ester, and that is treated with Tebbe's reagent. So you might be thinking that when both of them are there, then both should react with Tebbe's reagent. Now as I told you, the order of reactivity is that ketones are more reactive than esters, and that is the reason that reaction is taking place on this ketonic group and not on this ester functional group. So here ketone is converted into C double bond C and we get this product, while ester group will remain intact in the final product. So this was the third example. Now this fourth example I have picked up from NET exam question paper. Here again, now in this example also we have same group which I explained in third example, that is ketone and an ester. So again you might be thinking that ketonic group will get converted into olefin part, but that is not the case in this example. Here the reaction takes place on this ester group. Now why so? Because you can see on this arrow there are three steps. First step is treatment with ethylene glycol in presence of tosic acid. Second is reaction with Tebbe's reagent, and third is hydrolysis. So when do we use ethylene glycol? So generally it is used as a protecting group for ketones. So obviously protection of this ketonic group will take place. So once ketone has been protected, then Tebbe's reagent will obviously attack on this ester group. Another important thing or different thing in this example is that here we don't get an olefin. Even though we are carrying out Tebbe's reaction, the product is not an olefin. So let's discuss the mechanism of that. So here first it is treated with tosic acid. So first this carbonyl group needs to be activated. So this oxygen will abstract the proton from tosic acid. So we get a protonated ketone and your byproduct will be tosylate ion, that is OTS minus. Okay. Once this has been activated, we get protonated ketone, then it reacts with ethylene glycol and this protection of ketonic group will take place. So we get a ketal. So this is ketal reaction which is used for protection of ketones. After this, now as I told you, when we are treating with tosic acid, then we get tosylate ion as the byproduct, that is OTS minus. So that tosylate ion acts as a base in next step. And we have this methylidene, titanosine methylidene. So that nucleophilic carbon atom of titanosine methylidene which we get from Tebbe's reagent will attack on this carbonyl carbon of ester and oxygen will acquire negative charge. So we get this kind of moiety. Now here you might be thinking that the next step will be attack of this negatively charged oxygen atom on titanium, but that is not the case in this particular example, because here the stereochemistry in such a manner that the oxygen atom and titanium, they have to be in proper orientation. So here I have not given three-dimensional structure, so don't think that both are like very in close proximity and that's why they must react. That is not the case. So it will take some time for this titanium to get oriented in a proper manner so that it can react with oxygen atom. Secondly, there is a methoxy group which is a very good leaving group. So when we compare the feasibility of the reaction, then it will, since the orientation is not proper, and that's why this negatively charged oxygen atom will not be like easily able to attack on titanium. So what will happen, this negative charge, this will shift here and methoxy group will leave the molecule. So there is so this is that step where, because titanium is not in proper orientation, that's why oxygen is not able to attack on titanium and there is no formation of cyclic intermediate. Instead there is loss of methoxy group, that is OMe minus. Methoxide ion is eliminated and we get this intermediate. Once we have got this, then in the next step the methoxide ion which is obtained in this step, that is utilized. So now this methoxide ion will attack on titanium and this bond will break and this carbon will attack negative charge, acquire negative charge. So we get CH2 minus and a byproduct titanium containing compound will be formed as a byproduct. Once this has been obtained, then the third step is hydrolysis. So two things will take place. First, this CH2 group will get protonated and it will get converted into methyl group. Simultaneously, ketals are unstable in presence or in acidic medium, so they very easily undergo hydrolysis. So deprotection of this group will also take place and ketonic, we will get back our ketonic group. So see here we are not getting an olefin, instead we get a ketone. Actually what happens here, I have shown you this kind of structure. Here you can put a double bond also. So that intermediate is obtained which on hydrolysis will get converted into ketone. So this is one of the exceptions of Tebbe's reaction. So here you need to have a very good basic knowledge of organic chemistry, only then you will be able to crack such kind of questions in entrance exams. So I hope you have understood this, and if you have any doubt you can put it in comment box. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.